Hey, welcome to the John A. McCabe Show, where it's all about accelerating your authority in your business or field of expertise. And I do that by helping entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, experts, and speakers get seen, get heard, get noticed on any device, anywhere, anytime, in as little as 15 hours, also known as the Authority Acceleration Blueprint. Now, as an entrepreneur, you went into business because chances are your desired outcome is to be financially free, to do what you want, when you want, with whomever you want. You want the freedom to be able to make the choices you want and have more options in your life. Not only that, but you may have a burning desire to help people with your unique talents and gifts. You do that by serving people who have specific challenges related to your field of expertise, the products or services you sell. Now, elevating your business to be able to sell more products or services or serve more people needing your help is really about growing and building your presence, getting in front of more of the right people with the right message. Now, on today's show, Business Strategy Tuesday, I'm going to share with you the #1 strategy that every business, entrepreneur, author, expert, and speaker needs to focus on right now in order to grow your business, grow your brand, and increase your celebrity status in the next 100 days. Let's face it, doing business in today's world is much different than it was 10 to 15 years ago. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities, such as people still do business with people, and customer service and relationships are still key to happy and repeat customers in business. But the method in which you get people in the door or get them to pick up the phone to call you has definitely changed. The old methods of advertising, such as newspapers, TVs, and radio spots, are dying and decreasing as more and more people are getting their news online, listening to podcasts in their car instead of the radio, fast forwarding through commercials, or watching shows on Netflix, Hulu, Crackle, iTunes, and Amazon Prime. Newspaper subscriptions are down. The number of people actually relying on the paper for their news has substantially decreased as today's generation moves online for just about everything. Now, just as the TV replaced the radio shortly after it was introduced to the world, the smartphone has now replaced the TV. People are consuming more content on their smartphones than any other device today, and they consume that information on a variety of different platforms in a number of different mediums, from videos to audio podcasts to books to news, entertainment to images, and so much more. Today, relying on just one platform or just one strategy or always asking for the sale will not get you noticed everywhere you want to be. It will not position you as a go-to person in your business or field of expertise, and it will not turn you into the celebrity or the authority in your marketplace. But what if there was a simple and easy way for you to become a celebrity in your marketplace, be the expert or the authority everyone looked up to? Where everywhere people turned, whether it be looking on their phones, smart TVs, laptops, or tablets. Being everywhere, delivering value, consumable content, so you build a following of raving fans who get to know you, like you, and trust you. Would you be interested in finding out more? Well, if you said yes, then you're in the right place at the right time. Because when I come back, I'm going to walk you through what it takes to grow your business, grow your brand, and increase your celebrity status over the next 100 days. So stick around, I'll be right back. Hey, and thanks for joining us today. Today is Business Strategy Tuesday, where we focus on specific strategies that you can introduce into your business or field of expertise that will make your life easier, more automated, attract more attention, and much more. As entrepreneurs, we all struggle with various aspects of our business, and it's watching shows like this, reaching out to coaches, consultants, and advisors who can help you move your business forward to in the shortest amount of time. Now, regardless of where you are in your business, today I'm going to be sharing with you what you can do over the next 100 days to grow your business, grow your brand, and increase your celebrity status. This is also known as the accelerating your authority. Now, the #1 reason you should care about being the authority in your marketplace is so that you're top of mind. Meaning when someone talks about a particular area of business or a particular industry that you're in, then you want to be the top of their mind. You want to be the on the tip of their tongue. You want to be the person that they're talking about. You want to be one of the people that they think of automatically. You want to be the Apple, the Starbucks, the Amazon of your industry. You want to be the industry leader so that you're the first name people say when they're talking about your industry. And you do that by establishing and elevating your celebrity status or your authority. And what's important about this is you can start from absolutely zero. It's super low risk, and you can do it practically with no budget. Also, if you're not techie, afraid to be on camera, or can't write, don't worry. I'm going to show you some strategies and resources that don't require you to do it all or to know it all. So who's this for? Business owners, entrepreneurs, authors, experts, speakers. It doesn't really matter if you have a traditional brick and mortar business, a service-based business, if you're a coach, consultant, you run an online business. It doesn't matter. But what I'm about to share with you today works in any industry and any business model. Now, when you implement the strategies I'm going to share with you today, then over the next 100 days, you'll see a dramatic increase in your audience, your reach, your engagement, and even in your income if you do it correctly. What I'd like to do first is just lay a little bit of foundation or a little bit of background. So what I'd like you to do is imagine that if you could attract those leads and opportunities, hundreds or thousands of people each month. What you want is imagine being everywhere that they turn when they're searching, whether they're in their car, maybe they're in their bedroom, their office, or living room, maybe they're in the washroom, who knows, but they're on their phone. Typically they're on their phone searching. And imagine being everywhere that they're searching, providing value and content in formats such as videos, audio podcasts, books, articles, blogs, images, and so much more. Being seen when they go on different platforms like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and even to your website, where you're connecting and you're engaging and moving them to take action without blatantly asking for the sale. Now imagine how quickly you could become financially free if you were doing that, and every single week you had an extra 1, 5, 10 customers or clients contacting you wanting your help. Customers who already know you. They feel like they like you, they trust you, they're familiar with you and your product or your service, and it feels like it's the solution that's going to solve their problems, whatever the problems are that they have, that your solution helps them with. That's what happens when you effectively target your audience, create your celebrity status, and accelerate your authority. There we go. So my goal for you today is to help you understand the number one strategy you need to be employing in your business right now, and to build and grow your celebrity status in the next 100 days. And for you to walk away from this show with the knowledge, resources, and motivation to take action now. Because really, that's what it boils down to. Learning what you need to do, putting in place a blueprint and actually taking action on that blueprint. Because let's face it, 100 days will go by anyway. So you might as well take the necessary steps in order to grow your celebrity status and accelerate your authority during that 100 days, because it's going to go by anyway. And when you start implementing this strategy in your business effectively on a consistent, persistent basis, then you're going to get more leads, you're going to get more customers, and you're good chance you're going to increase your profit as well. Now, the question you might be asking yourself is, how can I use this stuff in my business right now? That's the question you want to be asking yourself, not the opposite statement is, here's why I can't do this. So don't come up with excuses. Ask yourself, how can I implement this into my business right now as we're going through this? Come into this with an open mind. I guarantee you're going to get something out of it that will see some great success for you. Now, the number one thing that every business or entrepreneur, author, expert, speaker needs to focus on right now is attention. Every company needs to get attention in this noisy, busy space. It's generally always been that way. However, the playing field is a little bit different. It's a little different landscape. And the number one strategy that you need to employ right now is thinking and acting like a media company first and foremost. So it doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're a college, if you help college kids get money for to go to college, then you need to be a media business first, and then secondary business is getting people money to go to college. Or if you're a personal trainer, you need to be a media company first, and then you help people with their with personal training services. If you do digital marketing, or you create funnels for people, sales funnels for people, you need to be a marketing or a media company first, and then you provide services for digital marketing or creating sales funnels. So you need to consider yourself to be a media company first and foremost. And you want to go where all the eyeballs and the ears are looking and listening. And nowadays, that's not commercials or listening to the radio or newspapers or magazines. Advertising in those areas is just pointless, in my opinion. Generally, eyes and ears are focused on their smartphones or tablets or computers, and they're in a variety of different platforms at any given time throughout the day. So you need to get yourself in front of these people with a message that's going to resonate with them. Now, before you run out and execute your strategy of being a media company, you're going to need to understand some things that will make your strategy much more effective. You need to have a blueprint or a formula. Now, think of it like building a house. You need to have blueprints so that you know what materials you need, where to make the openings for the doors, the windows, how long the lumber needs to be before you cut it, where you're going to put the plumbing, where you're going to put the electrical. You need to have a blueprint or a formula to understand what is actually going to take place. And it's no different from this. You need to have that blueprint or that formula in place prior to actually getting started. So what I'm going to walk through next is I'm going to help you understand what that blueprint looks like and give you a good idea how you're going to execute it over the next 100 days. Okay. So now before I have you go out there and you start rushing out, creating content all over the place, I think it's important, just like when you build a home, it's really important to lay that foundation, because you can't build a house without a foundation of some kind. Or else it's going to crumble, it'll fall apart. Just like your content, you're going to miss the mark. It's not going to be effective if you really don't lay that foundation. So you need to lay the foundation of your strategy. Now, the first thing is, what is your desired outcome of this overall strategy? Obviously, you eventually want people to be able to sell people products or services. That's truly your desired outcome. So that is what you have in mind, in implementing this strategy. You're looking further ahead at, okay, I eventually want people to buy my products or services. Now, the second thing is, how are you going to accomplish that? Now, you want to get the audience to know you, to like you, to trust you, and you're going to do that by delivering them valuable content that's really relevant to them. Okay, and you're going to do that over a variety of different platforms. Now, the third thing is you want to move the audience along the temperature gauge. So what that means is, there's a cold audience, which is people that have never heard of you before. They don't know who you are. So you need to take that cold audience and move them along the gauge until they become a warm audience. And those are people that may have heard of you. Maybe they've downloaded something that you've offered them for free. They consume some of your content. They're aware of you in the marketplace. And then you move them to the hot audience, which are your raving fans. Those are the people that actually buy your products or services. So the objective is to move them from the cold audience to the hot audience. Okay, that's the objective of the strategy that you're going to put forward when you're trying to build up your celebrity status or accelerate your authority. Now, you also need to have a very clear understanding of things such as who your ideal target market is and who they are not. What are things that they're interested in, and what do they care about? What are their pains, fears, frustrations, or ambitions? What is their desired outcome in when they are looking at using a product or service such as yours? How is your solution going to help them achieve their desired outcome? What benefits does your solution offer them or give them as a result of them using it? What have they tried already that's not worked? If they had a magic wand, what would be their ideal solution? So it's really imperative, and I talk about this constantly on the show, is understanding your ideal target market and being very clear on the language and their desires and the benefits that they're looking for when it comes to your product or service. Because without that information, a lot of the content that you're going to be putting out there is not going to resonate with them unless you know this stuff. It's just like throwing mud on the wall, hope something sticks. So you want to use this information. You want to understand all of this. It's really laying the foundation of your house. Before you start building anything over top of it, you want to have that foundation built. So understanding a lot of these things is crucial when it comes to attracting the type of people that you want to do business with and repelling the people that you don't want to do business with. So before you run out and start implementing the next stages of your strategy that I'm going to lay out for you, it's important that you get the groundwork laid and build that foundation of information, because that foundation of information will drive the rest of the strategy moving forward. It's going to, be part of a lot of the content that you're going to be talking about in your future, in the information that you're going to be presenting to your potential audience.